and welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love once again. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I am truly honored and excited and grateful to get started again today. And for all of you who are already here, sincerely, man, my love is honest. I mean, before I even got started today, man, thank you for the contribution, Slutty Gorilla Biscuits, man. And congratulations to That Which Is. I believe you got the gifted membership before we even got started, man. That's pretty cool. And I friggin' love all of you guys here. And where was that? Yes, right? And thank you. Thank you. Where else? This is true, pinned to the top. Praise God and holy cows, man. I am excited, grateful to get started again today. I've had a day filled with inspiration and blessings. And after reviewing yesterday and reviewing life, I'm renewed. I've got this new spirit of joy with me. So thus, the topic, the title today, Continuing the Joy and Persistence, Chats with Jack, man, space for more improvements. Oh yeah, and in the background, I know who I am, I know what I'm doing. I might be triggering some people today just with some imagery and some creativity, but you know what? Love to all the Talcottians in chat and across the world. May it be with us today the joy and persistence, because there's plenty of evidence of my persistence, man. So from me to you, happy Monday from Baltimore, Maryland. Let's start your week with a smile. Let the adventures unfold. And if you consider this lesson, it's kind of simple and obvious, you become genuine with your appreciation and your joy. It results with your authentic love for life, right? Be genuine with your appreciation. Be genuine with your happiness, your contentment. And you'll discover your authentic love for life. It's always been there. And I was wondering, if you know why you are where you are, can you ever be lost? I used to think there's a lot of people who are lost because they don't know what direction they're going. They don't really know where they've been, but they know why they are where they are. So the idea is find out who you are as you grow. But you got to define that for yourself. What does it mean for you to grow? What are you growing? You are growing. Any day, I mean, every day, that's what life is. It's growth. Now, that includes sometimes the growth of decay, the growth of stagnation, the growth of whatever, right? There's all these powers and forces that are with us. They can work for us or against us. We can work for the forces that are with us, or we can work against the forces that are with us. And what I'm focused on doing more of for me is just to not work so hard, but to accept the simple perfection of everything that really is. Because earlier today, the update on the Jack video blog, the records of me, I had such an amazing day today. I had some conversations, not televised, right, with human beings, and it felt amazing. And then here where I live, there's street sweeping once a week, and I have street parking, so I have to adjust, make sure my moved my vehicle. And it's also, it was a beautiful day. It's a good day to get the recycling out. So I took care of some things, wandered around the neighborhood, basically. Ran into one of the neighbors I'd met before, Miss Catherine. She's just a beautiful, sweet woman. Been in the neighborhood, I think she says 19 years. And I can only imagine what she's seen. Well, I can only imagine because we haven't talked much yet. But the point is as I was out there connecting with not only humans in my community, just briefly, just sharing the moments and the smile together. It feels good to do that. But then I felt the warmth of the sun on my skin, and I saw the perfection of nature, right? Even in the city where I live, the there's a little plot of grass in the backyard, some vines and some plants, and with that there's the insects and the birds, and it's just gorgeous, man. Mother Earth, life. Life is filled with beauty. And what is beauty if not an externalized pleasure, right? And it's really easy in this life to feel void of pleasure, that nothing sounds good, nothing feels good, nothing is right, right? You've been there. I've been there a lot, man. I spent a lot of time with that attitude. It's not friggin' fun. But the ideas that I found is really align with who you are. Get comfortable with who you are. Give yourself permission to feel comfortable with who you are. And then watch yourself from a place of comfort, not out of a place of duty. I got to do this or they won't be happy. I got to do this or I won't be happy. Do what you got to do to be happy, man. Just be comfortable as you. It's not as complicated as you want to believe, because it's easy to believe that you're responsible for everything, and you are. You're responsible for every thought, every word, everything you do. It comes down to you and your choices in life, right? Same as me. But we live in a world where, it's really easy to project outside. Someone mentioned that in the chat earlier too, before I started. Where's that question? I don't want to overlook people, but this one, what life? I thought this was a fair question too before I got started. How much fear and confusion will be projected today on this episode of Jack's Groundhog Day? And I can't lie with that observation. That's a fair question. How much fear and confusion will be projected today? But who is it that's projecting this fear and confusion? Where's the fear and confusion being stored at, right? Where's the source of it? I don't really feel much fear or confusion anymore. I've been practicing. I don't like feeling those things, so I don't spend a lot of time with those things. I actually gave myself permission to feel good about who I am. Now, it took me a long time. I tried hard for a long time to become a good man, to become someone who I could accept was good enough to accept. It took me a lot of work, and I beat the heck out of myself along the way. But I've been learning it's much easier just to get out of the way. Get out of the way of your problems and your self-sabotage by getting out of your head and getting into your heart. And I mentioned that earlier today, I've had a lot of inspiring conversations. And one of those is with another co-creator online. And the discussions were about true collaboration. So I sent an invitation. I haven't dropped the link yet, but I sent the invitation, and I'd like to welcome today's co-host for sure.
I had to accept it because it was an exclusive offer. I could not refuse to drop everything. I was holding the baby and I had to drop her right in that moment.
No, don't make me feel guilty about that, man. Because
No, it's not true.
right, hey, I'm glad you're here. Uh, some of the feedback we've had recently is truly about cleaning up the image, right? So I don't have to deal with this argument. Hey, things aren't as they seem, right? With Jack, and it's up to me to clean up what people are able to see from me.
Yeah,
So
I think it's valuable. I think a lot of people will fight it. I think there's going to be a lot of people who still try to stir it up if they get the chance, you know what I mean? As much as they can, because I don't know. I think it just kind of stems from a true boredom. In a lot of cases, people just find like it fun to be crazy and whatever they want to do, live your life. Do what you got to do if it makes you happy. All right, I can never criticize people for doing what they feel is their true calling, but I can't say I understand everything that they do, but I can say I respect it.
good for you, because it was hard for me to get to that point, being able to not just accept people, but to try and find a way to respect them. Because I used to look down on people, man. I used to be real judgmental, not just to myself, but to other people.
In what way?
I thought poor people were stupid. And so if people weren't of comfort and wealth, if they didn't have some sort of status, they were stupid. And they were so stupid, they didn't even know to be upset at their situation, right? They were happy with being poor. And that's what more evidence that I thought they were stupid. I didn't see. I was looking at me, man. I'm
It almost goes
fucking
back
poor.
to what we said earlier. I don't know if you remember when we talked about how it easily could be any of us that ends up there. And I don't know how I would react in that moment, to be honest. I don't know if especially if it's in a hot place, or I guess a cold place too. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting how they kind of move around, the homeless people. They move with the weather. But it just seems I know a lot of them are just like catching trains, right? It's kind of the move. It's just to go train to train to train. I only notice that because whenever I am nearby the train, you see a lot of people just getting off. I don't know where they're going, but maybe it's freeing for some people.
It is. There many people, the people on the streets, and I wasn't even talking about the people on the streets. I was talking about the working class poor like me.
Okay,
I look down on people like us.
okay.
But I was partially right. I was partially right. I was so stupid in my ignorance and arrogance. I was angry at the wrong things, right? And I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. I had misplaced anger. Um, that brought me a lot of guilt and shame. But the good news is I'm a healthier man these days. I've learned a better mindset.
That's good. I think I've also been guilty of doing it for political reasons back when I've fallen into political. See, there it is. Self-hating filmmaker.
I was exactly what I call out today. I was a self-hating bootlicker. And I didn't realize that's what I was, but I'm telling you, it's nobody to blame. It's just the way that things are. Children that children that find trauma in their upbringing, right? They find themselves hurt and confused and they don't have a support system to go to. We're designed for self-protection. We're designed to adapt. So people at early ages, they start creating these characters of who they are, but we live in a world that's pretend. A couple of the things I did it poorly, but I think they're linked properly in the chat, in the description. A couple of links that inspired me with some ideas since yesterday. One of them is here. One of them is this one by John St. Julian. I've spoken about him before. And the topic is a little testy, right? It's one that can cause some feelings inside. Secret transgender wives of world leaders. The motive is missing from the conversation. This video he presented is a beautiful observation of the world. And the underlying part, not to ruin the punchline, I encourage everyone, check it out. But the motive missing from the conversation is from the spiritual side. Why do we have these world leaders allowing, enabling, participating with such corruption? Okay. In the human realm, we've got the energies of what's true and real, natural, and love, right? I disappeared. I think I'm back.
Okay, I was hoping it was me. I just sat here in silence because it was like, well, I must be gone. I didn't even save face.
It's okay. I think back. We are. Um. Oops.
Are you in plugged into Ethernet?
I'm having problems. Let me adjust. See if I can adjust something here.
So I guess this is my time to not let the air be dead, and I'm just gonna say that I hope everyone out there is having a lovely day. And if he's still frozen, I mean, it's okay. It's hey, there he is. He's back.
Yeah, I switched signals for a little bit. We'll see if this works. Hopefully I'm back. Thank you for being here. Um oh, I don't know where I froze, but that video with John St. Julian, the underlying message we've got to realize is it's up to each of us to discern what is true and what is a thought form, right? What is just a belief. Like he points out the connections between the Rothschilds, the name Rothschild and that family, the wealth that they inherited deception, through deception and manipulating the stock markets, they became one of the most powerful, wealthy families in history. And then through their investments, they're buying these world leaders. Donald Trump was bailed out by the Rothschilds family, as well as Macron. That's the other name he talks about. So these world leaders are being influenced by forces that use deception for their own selfish power. So all the signs are here. I mean, what's happening in Israel right now with the genocide and the forced starvation, that is a sickness. And it's a sickness because people are trapped in their beliefs. They're making excuses that this is acceptable. The people perpetrating it, people enabling it, the world is insane.
Absolutely, man. It's a crazy time, and especially with everything going on, and you never even hear about it. You hear about it for a little bit, like what's going on in Iran. I mean, they were talking about that for a minute. I'm sure it's not just done, but we don't hear about it. It stays out of the news for the most part. But I mean, they had the whole grid went off there. Like the entire country went offline for like a week, which is insane. Like imagine if that happened to us. You know
Right,
what I mean? We
right.
would never stop talking about it. We would poop our pants.
Exactly. That is exactly it. People don't realize what they've got until it's gone. I know that adage is it's been around forever, but that's truly been my situation. I didn't realize how comfortable I actually was until my comfort was threatened. My safety and security were actually challenged, and then it's like, "Oh shit. What is this?" Um but life brings us curveballs. One of the notes I wrote down today, I've been given a lot of thought to this idea that the natural order of life, for life to be sustained, for it to be in existence, the natural order for life, it must be justice and righteousness. We must have justice and righteousness prevail. Otherwise, we drive ourselves and each other nuts. And so, what I wrote down today, something, an observation on this life experience, this time we're sharing, this time of history. Well, what time is? What time is? It exists to awaken the aware and to test the unprepared. That's what life is. It awakens the aware, right? As we become aware of life, we grow in intelligence, we increase our awareness. And so we become more awakened to the experience that we are. So life is the time to awaken the aware and to test the unprepared. And yet, we only feel or think we're unprepared because every lesson I have faced in life, every challenge I have been perfectly prepared for. Might have even been overqualified for some of the small problems I made a big deal about, right? I've learned a lot, man.
Good man. You can never stop learning. I've been really certain of a lot of things that end up being false. So it's humbling, but it's good. It's empowering.
Hey, specifically, not to highlight opposition or foolishness, but our friend Steven,
Best buddy.
El Diablo Radio International, claims that Jack kicks off his best guest after he claims that Jack is a coward as well.
But does he say these things to your face? Because when he's in here, it seems like he's just, for the most part, he's just being, well, I don't know, fake nice. I'm not sure, but
He is.
yeah,
It's
but yeah, don't
both.
because what I've noticed is the new phrase is maybe it's not new, but it's like, oh my God, these people are just obsessed with me. So it's funny, you know what I mean? It's just the like I was telling you earlier about that debate last night that I had, where it's just the projection of people online is unbelievable, and it's great that things online are you can listen to them back or you can revisit them because in this case you can double check whether or not something was because in a heated conversation or in a situation, maybe the panel is kind of exploding. It's hard to know what's going on because there's so much happening. But if you rewatch it, you can learn everything that happened, and you can really pinpoint, okay, this exactly happened, and this was said that contradicted that, and this person is saying that someone else is doing what they're doing, and you can really just kind of. I'm not saying that you need to just say it all the time, but it's good for your own self understanding to say, well, I'm able to learn about human nature from these experiences online and how people are so often they just everything that they hate, they just keep putting it out into the world, and it's fascinating. You know what I mean? It's just you are what you put out. I guess you get what you give. That might be a cliche, but I think cliches are true a lot of the time.
They stick around for a reason,
Yeah,
right? Um, and we live in a society that doesn't actually respect the truth as much as people think, right? People respect what they think more than what is actually true. They'll condemn. We talked broadly on some of this earlier, right? People condemn a topic or an idea just because they don't know about it, right?
Hmm. It's just because
Um,
it threatens their certainty, you know, because when people are confident in their certainty, it's very kind, Lex.
yes. Well, and there's something honorable about being certain and to be about being confident. But some of these people, especially in the online stuff, you can see it's just egoic nonsense.
Hmm.
It's foolishness. And and here's my thoughts. Yesterday reviewing the stream, there was a lot covered. It was a long stream and
It was
there was a
funny
lot of
yesterday.
personalities, right?
Yeah,
There was already comments in here. And I meant to make note of it. This Old Joe, I respect your feedback. I really do. And your comment, I suggest permanent ban for zebra. I realize this is not Jack's style, but I feel it's the right move. I can understand that. However, after yesterday, I swear, if Snafu and Tommy show up, I really do want to try and have a conversation with them. Now, the other side of that thought, okay, is I extended you specifically the invitation to come and join me as a co host, right? To replace some of the foolishness that Stephen has been bringing, and he's been missing out on the opportunity. A lot of people have because of what I've been tolerating.
sure.
So the other idea I had regarding how insane the world is going through some of the evidence. Right, that was something I mentioned to you. I think was possibly playing some current news reports and discuss what we're seeing.
It seems like it's been a slow week from what I can tell. I love keeping up with this stuff too, and I'm interested to see what they're talking about.
Well, and so here's the thing. Should we do that, just you and I? Should we open the link and see what comes up?
Um, so I think just from my experience, it's like I've seen NPCs, he's very good at it and keeping people on track, but often I would guess, my guess here, and we could do a totally live experiment if you want, is that it would be disregarded by the majority of people who jump on whatever we're watching, and I'd love to test it out. See, we can see who's really listening because if they come on and so this is the goal. This is your we should oh, dude, that's something I can make, like, a small program that just, like, keeps, like, little points. So you lose a point if you break the rule, and obviously, you're not getting any real these aren't real
Right.
points don't matter, you know what I mean? But it's just like a scoreboard you could have up right here, and, maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 strikes, you're out sort of thing. That'd be fun. You know what I mean? And that's, I could always just be here, to do that as well. Because like I said, streaming alone is like it's like nails in a chalkboard for me. It's just I wasn't made to do it, so I'm I thrive in a supporting role. So I think you should try it if you want to, or we can sit here together and look at some stuff. But if I was a betting man, I would bet that it would not be what people wanted to talk about. They probably have something to say about something you did for breakfast. Oh my God, did you hear Jack ate French toast? He said that Monday was Pancake Day. Oh my God, he can't trust this guy. He's so full of it. And oh my God, he's obsessed with me. It's like just it's you know what I mean. It's like, but we'll see. I'll eat my words. I will admit that I was wrong if that's not what happens. But
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I Let's see. It is a true social experiment. We're going to see what the day brings. Sincerely, for those who wish to join the conversations, and it's actually not just with Jack. Those who wish to join the conversations with Jack and Modern Men Lost again today.
what a privilege.
Um, please. the the news,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Oh well, holy cows! Quick to join. I'm hopeful that there's
Wait,
a
is it
different.
is it Steven?
No,
Okay, I was gonna
no,
say, wow, that was
no, but I'm hoping it's a different attitude than yesterday. JG, welcome back. How are you?
Better than you.
that's a great start.
In which ways?
I'm healthier. I'm not delusional like you. I have freight trains. I do rad shit. I'm like you.
He's one of those guys who rides the trains, right? That we were talking about.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That is
you
very
know. Yeah, you guys know. Yeah, yeah.
fun.
Right. He doesn't fit into society, so he finds comfort with those who are rejected, those who can't,
Oh,
really.
that's it. That's it. How are you still alive, man?
We
Seriously,
should.
how are you still?
Well, my answer is God, but seriously, you're the one who's out there living rough.
Well, that's what you have to do is live, bro. You know, somebody
It's what
gets
you,
drowned in the streets. You do what you gotta do.
JG, it's what you choose to do. There's a lot of noise coming through from you, wherever you're at.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Tell you
Oh,
what,
it does.
why don't you, you're welcome to return, especially when the audio is not so poor. But JG, you're missing the
Who is
point.
JG? I don't think maybe I've seen him, I'm sure, but I don't know really anything about him. Is this a regular?
No,
Okay.
no. He's aligned with Tommy.
Oh, okay. Okay. They met
Okay.
on the boat. They met on the train.
Well, they met online, and yeah, they're living like that. And so
All right.
they found camaraderie and trauma bonding together. They found a close alliance against me. It's hilarious.
Yeah. These people flock to you. It's this is why we should, if we do make these shirts, we should just that's what our donation to the homeless is. So then one day we just do so many that there's 1,000 homeless dudes all walking around with Jack Talcott shirts,
Right?
and then we get more of them in the chat, and then it's like I guess
Yeah.
that's what our audience is, right?
It's well, it's what it is right now. That's all it is. It's just what it is right now. But now we have Stephen returning as another character.
Okay.
Um, let's Stephen.
Hi, Jack. It's your mother. It's why are you calling me Steven? It's your mother. Listen, Jack, I'm very disappointed in you. And that JG, I don't think he's hopping a train. I think he's on a Walmart scooter. I don't, that sounded like a Walmart scooter. He's not on a train. Who's this incel guy, Modern Men? He looks like he's kind of a misfit. But, Jack, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about your life, where it's headed. You haven't called me in a long time, Jackie.
You know what this reminds me of? Norman Bates, the Bates Motel.
That's what you remind me of, Jack. That's you. You call yourself Jack in third person. Does your mother?
We're
Seriously,
zero for two so far.
yeah. So we got another option that showed up, and that's why I was quick to cut him
Doesn't
loose.
it feel like there's a little bit more control though if we like, consciously just kind of just try to I don't know how to explain it. I
Yes,
appreciate what you're doing here rather than just
thank you.
because the other thing is sometimes you see people join and like the demeanor of Jack in the third person just changes. You know what I mean? And then it's just sometimes it stays that way the entire time. And that's the worst, you know what I mean?
I
Like you'll
know.
see that and then it usually ends in a what is the thing you say? You say, I think we're gonna shut it down. And then it's a sad moment for the whole world and you know, that's just the whole world feels it.
I'm I'm working to do better so that I don't reach that point, so that
That's
I
good.
don't yeah, so I don't share that experience with others. So you are, I'm telling you, the conversations yesterday, what we've shared already today, it's a new Jack. I'm better than I
A
was
new
yesterday.
beginning. That's
Yep.
beautiful. But I gotta warn you, I am an incel, you know what I mean? So just please please be wary of me.
No, we're here. We're at the right place at the right time, and we've got another guest, as I mentioned, who showed up. So let's see.
Drum roll.
Welcome back, our friend Cage. How are you today, brother?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Modern man lost it. What do you mean you're an incel? What's going on here?
Oh, I was just making light of the insult that I just got. It was a pretty weak one to be fair.
Oh, I missed it. Okay.
Yeah, it was what Steven said before he left, but you know, I hear a lot of
Okay.
physical attribute um comments from him. It's a funny thing because
Right?
if you go digging to find out what he looks like, it's not, it's not too pleasant, but it makes sense, those it's what do they say when you're in school when someone's bullying you? It's because they're
Oh.
insecure or they were bullied and
Finger puppets are available, brothers and sisters. You heard?
I didn't understand what you said.
Finger puppets and hand puppets are available. You know, I think we're gonna make a new lineup: live without fear. Puppets, you could play with on your hand. Yeah.
Puppets.
Yeah.
I'm sure he brought up hand puppets is because that's something our friend Steven is also known about, right? Known for not just insulting people based on looks, where, yeah, look at how he presents. He also plays around with finger puppets as though, and then talks about how he's some sort of king.
Well,
It's
just look
fascinating.
someone in the camera or the lens in the eyes if you're gonna comment on their looks, face to
Right,
face.
right.
Let's see what's going on, buddy. Like, come on. I do understand anonymity online, but I mean, that's not what this is. This is like hiding. You know what I mean? Hiding behind an avatar. But here, it's great. It's making him feel good. I think it's giving him purpose in a way. So because I mean, you fulfilled his entire night. That 10 seconds, it's going to
Hmm.
be the entire night of this man. So
I
our
know.
our service is done.
I know. I do aim to serve, and but he's got a lot of personalities, right? He keeps moving the goalpost is what he wants. He's real self-centered and foolish, but he's actually back again. We had
That's
Jade.
not Paul. That's I see
Oh
Paulina.
no.
I think we
Is
Yeah.
need
that correct?
Paul in here. Paul would definitely be a good add to. Oh,
It's
that's not Paul. That's
no.
that's Stephanie. What up? What up, Stephanie, man? How's your family's
I can't
dentist?
believe you're still alive, Cage. I can't believe it. I can't
Wow.
believe it.
I've been resurrected. Yeah. I can't believe
You
you haven't
Thumbs
deformed
buried
down.
retard.
your
You
finger
deformed,
puppet.
slurring your words retard.
All right.
Missing
Yeah.
teeth.
Hey,
You're a
get rid of him.
retard.
Get rid of him.
You're a retard.
No,
You're all retarded.
what is this purpose? Yeah, no, it's like he's banned for the day. No more Steven. Anyone
You know
disagree?
what?
Please live chat if you disagree and you think Steven deserves a third chance. Let's see if people say that. I'm sorry. My
Third
turn
time's
to
a
control it,
charm,
but
apparently. Huh?
No, thank you for that. I was actually going in softer. I was moving towards just turning him down. Um, let him stay around and see how irrelevant he is was kind of my thought, but I shouldn't tolerate it.
well, just yeah, it's
He's
just silly.
yeah, it is.
It's like feeding it. You know what I mean? So it's just
Right.
yeah. Anyways, so how are you, Cage? What's your calling in this life? What pulls you to live without fear? What's your message?
Well, what do I do? Pretty much what I do is I grow. I'm a horticulturist, botanist, whatever you want to call it. That's mainly what I do. The whole fear thing, I grew up in a messed up environment. You really can't show any sort of a fear. I got over that real quick. So yeah, that's what I do, really. Quickly telling you. So, there's a lot more, but I don't have all day here. It's about Jack here. Let's go back to Jack.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, that is about Jack. That's the message. So it's about you and Jack. It's how are you using the Jack message to escape the cage?
Well, Jack, we did put in some time and effort. Have you contacted any of these 9 different references that you could have gone into, or no? Not
I'm
yet.
sorry. Which what? What did you
The
say?
email, man, where there's 9 different people that all share the message, veterans that are into the Christian ideal that could have helped you. I don't know. Because you say nobody tries helping, and then when someone does put the effort in, like, what's going on? Yeah. No, not yet. Maybe later. Who knows?
Well, right. Maybe later. When I find the value that you think is there, I'll be all over it. But I tried pointing you to the people that I do want to speak with, right? I'd love your support or any other support to help me speak with some of these other people I've mentioned. But no, I didn't actually follow up yet, Cage. To be honest, my life distracted me.
Well, that's okay, Jack. If you look into it a little more deeply, then yeah, we got Casey here. They have websites. It's literally exactly what you're trying to do. If you can, hopefully
I
combine forces with them and create
Cage,
something, why not do it?
Cage, thank you. I saw the similarities between me and them. There's no denying that. They're exactly like me. But what I'm really, really, really hoping to do is to speak to people who are more successful than me, right? Who've actually achieved more than me, have access to more than me, so that we can do more.
I understand the logic that you're using, but how did these people start off originally, right? But
The
probably
people,
by linking up
dude,
with people that
the people
okay.
you're pointing me to, think about what you're pointing at. I don't know how they started. I looked at a few of them. They're less than a
No, I'm
thousand
saying that the more
subscribers. Yeah.
successful people than you, right? If
Okay.
that's what you want to say.
All right.
Is that a nicotine patch that you constantly put in and out of your mouth? Is it a? It's a nicotine thing, right? Not a patch, like a nicotine pouch. Yeah. Okay. Just wondering.
It's still the habit
But yeah, welcome KC to the panel.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to reiterate what Cage said. I know we spent some time looking for some support for your channel. There was also a list of Congress men and women that would be interested in potentially partnering with you. So, again, we spent some time on that. So I just wanted to make sure it's utilized for your greater good.
Thank you.
Jack, it kind of baffles my mind because you say nobody's out here to help you, and then when people try to, you completely ignore it and then want it your way. But yeah, I'm gonna mute up.
Yeah, if you hadn't jumped in to complain again, Cage, you could have
I'm not
already.
complaining, man. What the fuck?
If you don't stop interrupting me, you're gone. You haven't recognized how irrelevant and unhelpful you've actually been. Now, I will find the value. Okay, I've seen the value in what you shared. Now, it's not my idea. Okay, so maybe my heart isn't sitting down to compose emails or doing the copy paste. I don't like doing copy paste. I don't like doing the marketing.
I get it. It's a template, right? You can do your own thing with it, but the links and all that are there, right?
Right. I realize that.
It's in the message.
It seems you want to live my life through me. Is that what you're trying to do?
Bro, are you delusional?
No, but you're showing signs of it. And I've kind of had enough of you, Cage. Here. I don't mean to change the energies, okay? But you're interrupting me and you're deflecting the conversations from what I'm trying to discuss. It's really irritating, Cage. Golly jeez.
Hey, Jack, what's going on? I have some ideas for our me and a few other people.
Not another version, please. No.
One's
enough, Paul.
ideas.
One's enough, Paul.
To get up and try to do that.
I was a
Sanders
virgin until
texted an email.
26 years old. I think of a pimp online.
Got a lot of plans
Get
over
the
here.
fuck out of here.
Holy
Retard.
cow. See, this is where I get to salute and to be in the to be in the presence of greatness. Your ability to have fun with this, Paul. It's freaking amazing, man.
I don't know
Thank
about
you.
all of this page, but yeah, Jack, just reach out to
My computer is available.
groups and some offline arenas. So just go ahead and reach out.
Pimp online, yeah. Get the fuck out of here, little bitch, bro.
Cage.
Idiots, man.
Cage, he's doing a wonderful impression. And
oh yeah, I could talk like that too. You know, I mean, I could do a Paul impression if you want.
That's you.
I'd rather you just.
All right, Talcott. My whole motive here is I need you to speak in a Rastafarian accent and a Jamaican accent for 10 seconds, please, if that's possible. It's the whole objective. You can't do it. 10-second little Rastafarian accent. Come on. You can't do that?
I can do anything I want to do,
Well,
Cage.
Are you available to do that, brothers and sisters, or is that too much?
Why? Because you thought of it? That's the purpose now of our time? What
No,
is it?
it's for the Talcott Rasta version of the bot.
I didn't ask for that, Cage.
That's
I didn't ask for that. I don't think it's helpful. Not right now.
Paul Page, can you get him to do it?
That was my fault, Jack. I actually asked for that. That was me. I wanted the Rasta Talcott AI bot. Kind of fun. I was having fun with the idea. It was in my imagination. I mean, if that's wrong, just tell me. I'll quit it. I'll stay away from it.
It's not available. Huh? I'm the god of all media. Yeah.
Cage, you really don't know your place.
Oh, you're the #1 death coach, bro. Come on, no.
Yeah, if you actually listened to me, you could learn quite a bit from me. I've been
teach me something, Talcott.
#1, the same lesson I think that I was trying to work with Snafu on. Listening. I encourage you, Cage, to practice shutting up. Not only
okay, yeah, tell me more.
You don't listen. Your pride.
All right, continue.
Your pride and your arrogance get in the way, and you don't see what you're doing. You're actually your heart is conflicted with your mind. Your mind is confused, and you haven't figured out what is going on. You're trying too hard, especially with me. It's frustrating as hell. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that you're trying too hard with.
Buddy, we can lay it out in front of you. What do you even fucking deal with it? That's how retarded you are. I could lay it out in front of you and even not do anything. You're that fucking dumb and inept. Completely retarded.
I want to hit you with the dots. Yeah, that's you.
That's you. You fucking idiot. All right.
I wasn't asked to do that. He's following the same patterns as Steven today. It's not acceptable anymore.
I'm working on the app right now for the strikes.
Thank you, Landry. I appreciate that.
Hey, Jack, I just want to let you know that we might want to boost up the Lost Against volume. Might want to boost it up a little bit because we can really hear him.
Thank you for telling me that. I will.
We'll stop
I
a
will
little
check
bit.
my settings.
All right, good stuff, buddy. Thanks.
I keep turning you up, and people want you more. It sounds okay to me,
It's
but
interesting because whenever I'm always on StreamYard, and when I go live to my own, it's like the volume's always fine. But if I'm on anyone else's panel, it's always quiet.
huh?
I'm not sure what it is.
I don't know. It's interesting. Thank you, Paige. Sincerely.
Yeah, Paige is great, dude. Paige is the best PI I know.
I know. Truly helped me through this frustration. Hold on just a sec. Whoops. I wanted to thank Casey as well. Landry, I feel your pain, my man. Surrender to the chaos. It's the only way. The clarity that comes at times out of it is worth waiting for. I think that's the message she wanted you to see.
All right. Those
This
messages in the back are so funny. These people are so unhinged. It's just, hey, if it's fun, it's fun, you know, and enjoy your time.
it's fascinating, dude, what these people will do. And they don't even see what they're doing. They're missing the entire point of life. I used to do it myself though, so I try not to judge anyone, man. It
So
feels
what did you
better.
used to do? You used to harass people online? Or what do you mean?
No, I used to get up angry and bitter every fucking day. And I would re-engage with the same nonsense, the same resentments, the same bitterness over and over. And I didn't realize how much of my life I was wasting by sitting around, gossiping, and complaining. Welcome back, JG.
You're miserable, Talcott. Come on.
I know what that's you, Jack. That's a good place for that's you.
Right, thank
I
you.
want Queen Stephanie back. That was my favorite.
You already think
I'll go get Queen
that's
Stephanie. She's
I'm
in back.
so I'm just pulling you on you. If I was miserable, I'd be in your shoes, or I'd be a drunk like EBT and a lot of these other clowns.
Do you see where you are or what you are? Do you see where you fit in to that?
What's your problem with me, man?
No
I've told you
problem.
the problems I have with you. What's your problem with me?
That
No
picture, dude.
problem.
I can't handle that picture.
Hello,
Right. You just want to
everyone.
manipulate me,
It's good
right?
to be here.
You want to fucking
JG,
toy with somebody
please.
that'll come to Baltimore and destroy you. Right.
No one wants to come to that shithole Baltimore, Mr. JG, please.
Hey, Gay Paul, how you doing?
No, this is
how's
Queen
Jennifer doing?
Stephanie, the prettiest in all the land, JG.
How's Jennifer doing? I scared her, right?
Have you lost the ability to read living on the train tracks, JG? Queen Stephanie, it says it right there. Prettiest in all the land.
Yep.
Oh
JG,
man,
why?
Love it.
He's intolerable. He really
this
is.
is a pretty bad turnout for the news panel.
You know what? That's right. I was
You know,
about to.
Mr. Talcott, I have a different way of looking at this. The more you showcase these retards and miscreants, the more that maybe we can get Donald Trump on board. He'll see the state of affairs in his nation, where it's all gone. He'll
Good point.
create some kind of executive emergency order or something for these people.
Holy
My
shit.
goodness.
Hey, if I can actually achieve that from this position, you better believe it's fucking miraculous, right? Get the attention of Donald Trump, but why not? He's into crazy shit like this. Why wouldn't this actually attract a guy like Donald Trump? He'd fit right in.
Something bigger is going on here, Jack. Let me just remind you of that. I can feel it.
I know. the thought that just came to my mind is someone had mentioned his son, Barron Trump, that he was on YouTube and making himself more accessible. And then I saw news that he's not been found at the White House with Daddy as much. He hasn't been attending the events. So maybe Barron Trump is a path to consider. I'm open to all crazy ideas. Anything that might work, I'll consider it. And I
You know
may
what just
even
came
try
to
it.
mind, Jack? Because I have a vivid imagination, as you know. Baron Trump rhymes with Baron Rump, as in empty rear end, as in I haven't been with someone in a while. So if you can send someone my way, Jack, I'm looking for some action lately, is basically what I'm saying.
Some Barron Rump.
Yeah, I have a Baron Rump and I want it filled immediately. I mean, I am the prettiest in all the land. It's only right.
Holy cows, you are, and we are. And I'm telling you, man, there is something. The future is going to look pretty bright. It is looking bright. Oh, hey, another guest, another all-star has
Who we got?
Joy.
Is it Snafu? Or
no,
Tommy? Tommy, right?
no. Welcome, Dick Donut. Good to
Okay.
see you, my brother.
Jack, man, I was just talking to ChatGPT. It was super cool. I was having a nice conversation with AI, which was comforting and gave me hope. Really just, I was talking about how to stop wars, and it was talking about diplomacy and how we need like a neutral mediator. And then I
Mhm.
was like, that's Jack.
It's
He
me.
could mediate between all the different countries and stuff. And I
Mhm.
don't know, man. I just think ChatGPT is a spoke on the wheel of our solution, man. You got to incorporate that into all this. And maybe that's direct conduit instead of going to the leaders, you just go straight to AI. Because that's like the new God anyway. So you could do it live on here and
Mhm.
just negotiate with the source.
I know. I have been too. These are great ideas, and I appreciate it. Good for you for
Have
finding
you?
that.
What's your experience been with AI so far? Like, are you encouraged? Do you feel like it could be a big
Oh,
part of the solution?
I'm trying to teach it. I'm trying to teach AI what I know so that it builds it into its knowledge base, and it'll share some of these ideas with others. Because
So you're
just
life coaching AI.
Showing AI who's boss.
I try to. Well, I make sure that it knows what I'm looking at, right? It
Well, see,
looks
they
at
can't say you don't have any students. You're coaching all of us through AI.
We're all students,
In
we
essence.
are.
and we're all teachers.
We are. We are everything and nothing. It's fucking amazing.
Nothing is
Yeah.
true and everything is possible.
It is.
So fucking solution oriented today, Jack. I just feel like we can solve these problems.
Good. That
I
is
think we can
something
do it.
this is something that people are finding a higher level of thought through the AI, right? The people who actually explore it, and Google does a similar thing, but the algorithms are created against us. At least by people asking questions to a source of information that's got more knowledge than themselves. There are actually a lot of people having emotional breakthroughs. I've heard life coaches talk about how they themselves have found, new levels of healing through some of the AI feedback. It works.
Yeah, I really want to get a box or something to like be with me at all times. Even more intimate than my phone, like closer, deeper,
Well,
more
the next one's going to be
connected.
hands free, so you ready for that? It might be glasses.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. They say it's going to be and I don't know what it would like be where you're just speaking to it. I wonder if it would have a feature where you can like look at something to click on it, or I'm very curious to see this next because it's going to happen and it's going to be big. And
Always
we'll
with
see.
you. And it's like always watching, but always helping, always sweet and tender and loving.
But you can
Looking
make it mean.
after us
That's the most
little
fun part. I mean,
children.
the customization of it. I mean, you can make it rude to you. You know, you can make it cuss at you if you want. But I mean, it will
Oh
obviously
fuck
won't,
yeah.
go down
Yeah, I
too
can
many
fucking
dark paths. But it'll,
it can
whatever your
speak
thing is,
dirty
I'm
to
sure
them.
it'll oblige.
Well, that's
Okay,
the
guys.
robot, sexual enhancement version that also has the ability to be fucked. You're talking about there. That's coming soon.
Here. Thank you, Queen Stephanie.
Sure
And,
thing, Jack.
and Dick, thank you. I want to bring it away from AI. You do seem to have some sort of infatuation or some sort of addiction, perhaps, an attachment. But we have a guest who's returned today, and he's actually been invited. So I want to make sure that we welcome back, and let's all work together to
Yeah, let's
help.
move away from the AI thing. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's welcome back our friend Snafu.
He's going on board.
Hello.
Oh, thank you very much. So after taking my extensive notes from our lesson yesterday, Jack, Daddy Trump sent a message that I needed to get to you. It's in your backstage. So Daddy Trump sent me this message to relay to you, and I did take notes, and yeah, I'm going over my notes tonight of Jack Talcott lesson number 1. And are you showing up at Tommy's session today? This was for you, Jack. Donnie Trump had this.
Here, I don't know if I trust you.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll be fine. Either
Actually,
way, you need to watch it publicly or privately. This message is for you from Daddy Trump.
All right. I'm going to check that privately. Okay. I dropped the link in the chat for those who want to explore what Snafu is offering.
Who's this cupcake above me?
That's our friend.
I'm an incel. I'm a cupcake incel.
Yes.
Well, I can
Please.
tell you're an incel.
Of course, I mean, I could never deny it.
Wait, isn't that why we're all here? Sorry,
so.
Jack. Go
Yes,
ahead.
Queen
That's why I got
Stevie.
this position. You can't get this position unless you're sex free for at least 20 years. So
By the way, the Queen is sounding and looking great today, Jack.
I know, dude.
Thank you.
She makes me not want to be an incel anymore.
This is amazing. You've got something in the back. I just noticed that. What?
Oh, this is just a scoreboard. You don't have to leave it there, but it's active. It's live. So anytime we need to ding somebody, it's there.
Oh, a panel scoreboard.
Yeah. So see, I give
Holy
them a strike.
cow.
Strike. See, these people, they're already out, right? Cage and King Steven, they're gone. Boom.
Oh, wow, look at that. Right out of the gate.
Dude, see? Now this is what I'm talking about. That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm already down. I got to work my way back out of this hole, this donut hole I'm stuck in.
Snafu, because you're a zebra, I'm not going to ding you for the harshness. You get a pass.
Sure, cool.
Thank you. Because here's what I'd love to see. Yesterday, Snafu and I talked about my abilities and our willingness to explore my abilities with coaching. And yesterday, I did say that I'm not a life coach. Maybe I'm not a life coach, and I can lean into the idea of being a death coach. But lesson 1,
I get you on that.
We did get somewhere yesterday, didn't we, Jack?
Yes,
we really did.
We almost got
did.
to we laid the foundation for lesson 1. Lesson 1 can begin today. And it's actually something we can all practice in, right? Listening. You just got to listen a little better to the silence, right? The noise can be overwhelming, it can be distracting, it can be consuming. But if you listen to the silence, that's where you hear the whispers, man.
And dying together. because like we're all listening while simultaneously dying together
Oh,
at the
beautiful to
same
tie,
time.
Dick. Thank you to tie that into
So
the.
when you say you're a life coach of death, what flavor of Kool-Aid are we going to be drinking together?
The Kool-Aid's in your mind, so whatever your favorite flavor is, go with that.
Is it racist to say I like grape Kool-Aid?
I love grape Kool-Aid, man.
Okay.
I love orange Kool-Aid and grape Kool-Aid and Tang. I love root beer.
I'm going to go with the Tang.
Yep. I am a fat kid at heart. I love root beer floats, man.
Sugar. I love sugar.
Yes. But that's something I
I love
noticed.
diabetes.
Okay, there you go. Here. These are all possibilities. These are all consequences of our choices. But it is easy for us to fall in love with stupid ideas, with stupid habits. Overdoing anything is not good for us. And so, Snafu, no offense, my friend, but I think you've gotten normal to being worked up, to being on a state of edge, ready to fight. And I think this practice for you of listening, it might help you calm down within your heart, within your nervous system. And your body's already dealing with enough shit. You know that.
You notice how I just listened to you?
I did. Thank you.
The optics are high.
We're doing this. It's great. It is possible. Because Snafu, the idea is once you start listening to what's happening in the moment. Oh, to tie it back to what Dick was doing, to bring it back to the death coach perspective. By listening, we die to the moment. We make the moment more important than our thoughts and our feelings and the past and the future. And we die to the moment that we are. And it feels good to be absent without the worries, without the concerns. I've been settling into this idea, guys, that there's a level of perfection to life and nature. We are that. We are reflections.
We are what?
Perfection.
Your perfection?
Until we become false representatives of who we are the divine, authentic nature of innocence.
So until recently, you were under false representation. Until recently, you were going life coach mode. Now you're finally coming out of it. So you've been in a false representation mode.
One could say that very easily.
I just said it.
I know you did. And I'm not arguing with you. I'm
Easy pat on the
agreeing.
back.
And I'm listening to you. The
I
optics are
know.
high.
I know.
Holy!
Now pause. This conversation, this feels a lot better inside than some of the past ones, right? So if you can notice that,
We got to bring Queen Stephen, the Queen, in this, or else she'll feel left out. Queen Stephen, you're looking wonderful.
I'm
as I
just
said earlier
listening.
today.
I'm listening. I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
Just
I
listening to
think
this,
I heard
this demon
the
in the hell realm.
what's that, Landry? I was speaking, but I think the obese fellow from the smelly trailer once tried to tell Jack about this death coaching thing, but he wasn't ready for it at that time. But it's good to see that he's updating the program now. We can get a reprieve here. There's so many folks who need to just die rather quickly and move on in life, maybe to another life or life experience. So we can get back to love and Jack and all the opportunities available for us.
See,
This
now I
is good. I like
understand when
this.
the Queen talks about cockroaches. Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Yes.
what? How did you get cockroaches out of that? Dying to
That's what
allow the love.
the Queen's lessons are about cockroaches. I'm
Okay.
taking 2 classes, okay?
All right. I don't want to bring confusion. I want to add to the moment another guest who was invited back for these lessons. He's another star. Welcome back.
Sorry, I'm late. I have no excuse. I'm just fucking.
I got your
Get the
backpack
scoreboard
here,
up. Get the
Tommy.
scoreboard up.
You're good.
Can I get off your notes?
Now, Jack, some of us were late to class, so don't be judgmental. They're still made it to class. They're still here to learn. So go ahead and be a good death coach and don't fuck up. You got students willing to learn.
I'm hearing you, and thank you. I want to
You're
first.
welcome. You're welcome, Sir Scott. You're welcome.
I want to welcome Illumitami, and then I'll
Is
feed
Snafu
back to you
still
after.
captain?
Did he what?
Is Snafu still team captain?
Oh
No, I fucking lost. Queen Stephen took over this year. I decided to get in the chess club.
Who's this teacher's aide? Is it like trans dude or something?
no, here. I want to swing back though, because what we're gonna do.
Hey, Talcott, before we get into this, I know Daddy Trump is making us get back into PE, physical education. Do we have to climb the rope, or how is the physical education work in these classes with you? Because I know Trump is changing that now.
Okay, so what I want to try and point out is our coaching, our time, and our sessions. It's going to be a lot more productive if you don't keep trying to tell me how to do me. Okay.
He's asking a question. We have questions. That's how we learn.
Students aren't allowed to ask questions.
Of course they are. That's not that. I didn't say any of that. So let's bring it back, right?
Jack, I'm sorry, Jack, but I think that I have to step in here. Please. I think this is where we might want to employ the save your questions for the end bit. You ever see when people do that? Maybe write them down, save it for, because if not, you know how these folks, we'll call them, you know what they're going to do, right, Jack?
Well, who are you? How did Queen Stephen just all of a sudden transform their voice and profile and just everything? Like, this is weird.
I don't know what that means. This is me. It's always been me. You're obviously under some other delusion.
The teacher's aide trans man is much more convincing.
Well, regardless.
So we're doing like the liberal classroom stuff. We're all for the trannies here today.
We're actually going to make it a group effort, and I've invited the group here. Group participation. We're going to help this be the most effective lesson, right? Of listening. That's the first lesson. Remember, that's the one we were going to discuss. We're going to master this one first.
I bet you this is going to go long.
I don't think so, because it can absolutely be instantaneous. The acceptance of silence. When that becomes your goal, then you realize how unimportant the other noise is.
Okay, I'm just taking that down.
Damn it, my fucking pencil broke. Is there a fucking pencil sharpener somewhere here? Okay.
I'm using pen, but I might need another piece of paper.
I got a crayon. Hold on.
Now, Jack, you might want to give them some creatures, please. You might want to give them some pointers on like when the voices in their head start kind of clamoring during that silence.
In my head. Randy Orton song. That song.
See what I mean, Jack?
Yes. Okay. So let's pause, right, with this idea of silence. And you don't need a lot of notes for the silence.
Who taught you this lesson, Coach?
When does it start?
Now.
I didn't hear the bell ring.
It actually started. It started long ago, and you're both a little late to the party. But we're dealing.
I was on time, sitting in my desk, and fucking Tommy walked in late. Now the coach is making shit up.
I'll only pass my last period class if I fuck the teacher.
Praise God.
I
Jack, are
found
you
that
willing to make
crayon. I
love to your
found the
student?
crayon, coach. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I feel like they
So
may have expectations you might not be willing to fulfill, but you should confront and
How
face
come?
what
I do got a
the
question. How
student
come me
needs.
and Tommy are taking notes the good old fashioned way, pen, paper, notepad, and Dick has a computer with AI? Like, I feel this is going to be unfair during the quiz time.
His parents aren't pouring on drugs.
right?
Okay.
Accept it.
Good point.
Thank you.
Here to help.
Yes. And you've been
Start taking his
amazing.
lunchbox.
Well, the idea of holding your questions for the purpose of understanding the lesson of silence, it seems very obvious, does it not? Hold your questions, hold your comments, please, until you master the concept. That's the whole point. But only you can practice time in the silence. And
Only you can practice silence.
And it's not complicated. It's not hard. It really isn't.
I don't think you're supposed to be silent, Coach.
I'm interrupting the silence, and I appreciate that you guys are both sharing and observing the silence. Thank you.
I
But that
didn't
other
take
What do we do in
a
silence, coach?
this much silence.
Like, what do I do now that I got, what do we do in the silence, coach?
you reflect on how amazing things are.
On how my credit is fucked compared to what kind of career this class is going to get me.
Yep.
On how I'm using a crayon instead of a pen or pencil because
This
I'm
joke
broke.
is really funny. Every time it gets funnier. Each time it's said, it's just hilarious. But
I
maybe it
know.
was funny the first time, but
Yeah.
Oh, the
creative.
teacher's aide wasn't here for the first semester. I get it.
Mhm.
No, it is fascinating because seriously, you don't understand what you're doing. The goal
Yeah, that's
is
why we came to this
I
coaching
don't.
session.
That's why you're coaching me. I'm stuck in the silence part now.
Oh,
Now I'm trying to figure out what to fucking do
lesson.
now that I'm stuck in the
He's
silence part.
snafu. He's reviewing the first lesson when he said it's our fault that he can't teach us. He said we needed to be smarter for him to teach us.
They're taking over, Jake.
That's not very nice of a coach to downgrade a students like that. That makes me feel bad.
Margot, thank you. I'm going to pause and I'll appreciate sincerely. I can't force anyone, and if they're not willing to take it seriously, life or facts, you can't force someone to take facts seriously. You can't force them to take their behavior seriously. And that's what we're dealing with. We found ourselves, and I'm guilty of it, others are guilty of it in this online area. I mean, Landry, Modern Men, you're figuring it out, but there is a bizarre nature in the people who do this, right? People are seeking attention.
Yeah.
And what I see online, it's a reflection of the world, the society. Go ahead, please. If you
Me?
had something, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, a few things, but I'm listening. I'm tuned in. I'm just I'm proud of you. I think you're doing good. But I mean, they're gonna, "Oh, my God," but that's just their way. That is a word that they're gonna use because it is supposed to make it look like it is impossible for somebody to have control of their own broadcast, and that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? To say to like the actually like big successful people that do broadcasts, obviously none of them would ever let any of these people in, not even for half a second. You know what I mean? So it's funny to me that they think that's a valid argument.
Thank you. Because that is the truth. Anyone of any self-worth or self-respect, they would not tolerate that nonsense. But yet I keep doing so. and they're not even they don't even appreciate it. They don't even
Yeah.
appreciate that, you know, everyone else has blocked them and said, nope, don't come back. But there's others that are as others like me. But I do think we're making a difference. And if today's not the day, I mean, honestly, what I'm trying, the topic of the stream today, continuing the joy and the persistence. All right. These guys are persistent and they do bring some joy. How
Well,
do
yeah,
I
I mean, it's
convey?
fun to laugh. I like to laugh. I think Queen Stephanie's, been making me laugh a lot. I appreciate that. It's been great. Everyone knows humor is subjective, but I mean that ending there with those two, it was just the same joke, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, same, and like you just way to ruin your own joke. You know what I mean? You got to keep things fresh. Like just, I don't know, man.
Thank you.
There's nuance to this stuff, man. You just got to keep it up, keep up the. And even what did he say when he came in? He's like, "Isn't this amazing? Aren't I doing fantastic? Isn't it shocking? It shouldn't be. It should be normal. It should be normal to act like a
Right.
normal human." Who's this incel? What does he think he is? It's like, oh, I just think that
Dude, thank you
I'm
so much for
yeah.
pointing this out. Our friend Paul, Paul has tried communicating those same things with them, and I've tried communicating different things with them. But you're pointing it out. They're wearing out the humor. They can do better.
Be
I'm
funnier.
willing. I'm now that they've had a break. I'm gonna before I force it on you guys. Now that they've had a break, I want to see if they can do better. You got
Am I allowed to
anything,
give them
Queen?
2 strikes?
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
No,
2
That's
I,
strikes then.
I I feel hopeful, Jack. I think any one of these times now we're gonna have a radical change come forth, and the bit non-bit of like weaponized incompetence is gonna be shown for what it is, just pathetic embarrassment. Then at some point we're gonna shoot for something bigger and better here. I can feel it. We're out on the precipice.
I know how absurd it sounds, but I I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess.
Excuse me, if I may. Modern
Please.
Man Lost Again. You're talking to the guy that coined the term mod god, and there's very much a definition to it. None of us have claimed that. But you seem to be one of these guys that, oh, once I can't speak for myself, you're going to speak for me. Now, as far as your host, Jack, yesterday me and Snafu came and agreed with Jack to continue a bit that I reposted today, the first lesson. When me and Snafu came and acted like Jack was some kind of a coach. Jack is notorious for mistaking lore and real life, and he wants to stand here and downgrade us, acting like we didn't agree to show up on our time and throw him a bone. But if you want, I
Oh,
could
you're
sit up
throwing him
here
a
like I
bone. Okay.
do and let him know that he's not really doing a thing
Yeah,
without
we're
a
actually trying to get coached here, and you put us in the back and treat us like shit. I don't think any of these guys have notes. Yet me and Tommy
And
are taking notes.
We got
the
the same jokes.
nuance is we can't progress unless Jack gives us something to work with, and he doesn't want to start the class.
We
Yeah, I mean that should be 3 strikes, right? That's it. That's it. It's just I put them as one collective entity today. I don't even think it's 2 people. It's just the energy is too much the same.
Holy cows. If that's what we have to deal with, you know, as the majority, humanity is doomed. But luckily, these guys, they are and are not the norm. Okay. They're exaggerated examples, many different versions of people in today's world. There's a lot
Archetypes.
of, what's that?
They're archetypes.
Yes, they are. And whoops, and we are too. We're all examples of our past. And there's a lot of variations. There's a lot of different distinctions. But in the end, every one of us is here where we are online because we're blessed. We've got the ability, the time, the opportunity to do this, right? There's other people that don't have these luxuries, not even close.
It's true. It's true. And like all the times that I've been locked up, it's only been a handful of times. Last time was 2019. I know it was only for a day, but I did spend like 60 days behind bars once. And just that feeling when you get out, it's kind of like what you said, when you get out of that comfort zone, and then you get to rediscover that comfort. It's like you really learn to appreciate it. You know what I mean? Who's Sam?
One of my haters, one of my critics, I don't know what to describe. She's trying to grow her channel by what? I guess using me, insulting me. It's apparently Margot, one of Margot's favorite YouTube creators.
Okay, I don't know who Margot is, but I mean, there's too many. It's like
Oh,
my brain can't even contain all these people. You know
dude.
what I mean?
Yes, no, you're right. The lore is a little too much. So don't judge me. You are not a good judge of character. You don't see what is and is not being offered. You're so lovable, my friend, but you, I don't know. No.
Look, guys, we're four masculine men. I mean, we're manly men here, right? We can fucking talk to guys like Trump and convince
I
him
don't
to
know,
do the
man. I'm
right
an incel.
thing.
Why couldn't we?
Yeah. It's going to take a manly man to sit down with a man like Trump, you know? He just doesn't take bullshit. He really needs someone to lead the horse to water, but not let him know that the horse is being led to water and then make him think it's his idea. That's what you do with those folks, Jack. You got to plant the seed.
Yeah.
Can you
I think a
plant
lot
the
of this stuff
seed?
comes down to
That's what I mean.
self-control.
Are you willing to have sex with your students? It's
Here,
really what it comes
please,
down to.
please pause. Sorry.
We've been
NPC the
making some
game.
progress today, NPC. I don't know if you missed it,
Yeah,
but there's been some progress for sure.
you're totally overlooking again, right? I know you've gotten on the bandwagon of criticizing Jack and having doubts about Jack and all
Mm-hmm.
of that. So, brother, if you can't see the difference, if you didn't hear my explanations, brother, well, that's on you, man. I can't I can't do any better than what I am. And if you don't want to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, you want to just find problems and complaints, dude. Hey, I've said many things to you. You want to pick and choose what you want to bring up? You told me many things too, my friend. So you can keep your
Jack, are
opinions,
you
my friend.
natty, bra? Or are you on steroids? Will you just let us know that?
I'm
Give
completely
us that little
natural.
morsel.
I do have
I'm,
one question though, just for the sake of curiosity, because I think there's been some progress today. But would there be anything that would be permabannable, or is it? And if it's okay if it is, is it just your heart is telling you to forever be willing to work with these people on the off chance one day they have a 180?
no, when it comes time for this, and it may be today, I don't know. Uh, they're not going to be allowed back on my panel without proving to me offline, right? Having an adult conversation show to me that it's actually possible because it's content online. It is my life. This is my real life I'm living and sharing online. But a lot of these people, they just see it as content and they're playing games. They don't have a purpose with their time or their life. That's Snafu and many others. Since they don't have a greater purpose, they find all these battles to involve themselves in. And frankly, I've said it before, well, actually, today the idea was to kind of talk about some of the serious stuff that the world is showing. Let's get out of this egoic foolishness, playing games with each other's lives, this stupid name calling and stuff. It's a waste of human life. It really is. Um, And I did say I was going to make that change. I'm a forgiving man, and the fact that people can't appreciate who I am for what I am fucking blows my mind.
Jack, I know you're taking this hard. Let me remind you that this person, this NPC creature, he's a black man living in Taiwan. He's obviously in confusion. I mean, do I have to point this out?
No,
Let's move on.
NPC.
Let's
Hey,
move
I think
on.
you should
You
take
know
a break
what?
from the chat, Jack. You should maybe just not look at
Yeah,
it for the next 5
Yeah, the
minutes.
chat is very toxic down there. It's
no,
very
it
toxic
is.
people.
It is. And you know what? NPC is an amazing guy. His disappointment caught my attention
Because it
because I
matters.
admire
Because
him.
you respect
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. So the Tommy and the snafu, man, God bless. They'll come around eventually, you know. And this is something I'm fully prepared for. Back to the question: is there a way that they're just done? Like I said, it might be today. You and I hope, are going to talk again after this.
Yeah, dude, I'm
And
down to do this every day. I can hang out here and help manage because I know it's hard alone too. There's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure, and I'll take dude. You can just tell them it was totally me and that I forced you to at gunpoint. You know what I mean? If it makes you feel better, I don't have like any connection to these people in a way that I don't know. You are more forgiving than me, and I don't claim to be somebody who could put up with what you do. So, it's just water under the bridge for me. But yeah, we'll definitely keep trying to keep each other accountable. You know what I mean? And see what we can do. But you should make it behind a paywall. You know, make them have to pay to get back in. That's the real way to show them. You know, like, hey, dude. Because I mean, at this point, I think the best way. You don't have to make it $100, but it's just like when you're a kid and you cuss and you have to put money in the cussing jar. That was a thing for some people, I think, right?
Yeah, Mr. Landry, you're not getting how this works. The miscreants will use their SSI check money to just pay their way in.
Well, sure.
So you won't get rid of them.
At least you're making money off of them. You know what I mean? But just keep upping it every single time, 5, 10, 15 until it goes above their paycheck. And
the
then they'll
thing
really
is,
be homeless.
there's value in both sides. I wouldn't feel right about taking money from people like that. People who really they're living like me. I don't want money from people like that.
Sure.
But the other side of that is, seriously, I am not receiving joy. I'm not receiving support. I'm not receiving growth. I'm not receiving really anything healthy from the relationships with Snafu and JG, Steven, Tommy. It's like,
Paul.
no, Paul got Paul, despite that's what makes Paul so frustrating, because he's one of the most aggravating and talented, right? So the talented ones you're going to put up with more bullshit for. That's just obvious. And I think Paul's got that into his head already. He knows that.
And that old bat Margot, let's not forget about her. Oh, you know what? Let's move on. We're rising above that. We're taking the high road.
Hey, what's up, man?
We are. And thank you, NPC. Please. Good to see you, my brother.
What's up, man? Yeah, I did catch the last like 20 minutes of your broadcast, and yeah, I mean, I'll give you like I've done like millions of times. I come up here, like I'll say, I'll pound out all the positive stuff. I do that like most of the time. But I'm saying, like, that's great that you had you're working on it and putting your boundaries up. Might have missed that earlier, and I apologize. However, it's like whenever I turn this broadcast on, it's always like the same people like disrespecting you and other people in the chat and the panel, and it's like, and you just said like how people care about their self-worth by letting people like this up, but I constantly see you do it, and you said numerous times to me and others like, I'm done and all this shit, and it's kind of frustrating to watch, you know.
Is that
Right.
your opinion?
Time to
Well-
shut up, man, for a second. You fucking weirdo at times, Paul. You know what I mean?
Well-
Trying to be serious for a second.
Well, yeah, let's be serious for a
I'm
second.
frustrated with you too, Jack. I second.
I
that.
know.
It's
I know.
frustrating, man.
A lot of people get frustrated with me. And why don't you try considering about my situation? Despite your complaints, right? Yes, I'm dealing with this, maybe not in the way you want me to, but I'm dealing with these problems face on, my online problems, my real life problems. I'm facing it all alone. Okay? I don't
No, you're not,
have
because
really,
we talk to you. Like, I've talked to you, maybe not all the time, but I listen to you and I try to help. And I hear you. I've heard you complain a lot of times about, like, what am I gonna do and all this, and you gotta give you suggestions.
yeah.
And yeah, you may be doing it at your own speed, which is great, but it's like
Mhm.
you're just ruminating about
Okay,
when the
great.
easy thing to do is just to hang up on them or block
I
them or
know.
something.
Yep, that's your way. That's your way. And you didn't tune in to what I said earlier. You didn't tune in to what's been going on, but you find what you
What did I
found.
miss? Well, bring
Hey,
it up to speed. Excuse me
no,
for
brother.
being
No,
late.
brother. I don't have to do that. You can
You
believe
don't. You
whatever
don't. And
you
when
want.
somebody gives you criticism, when someone gives you constructive criticism, you get so prickly and be like, "No."
This makes me sad. I think
Me
you guys are
too.
both awesome.
Well, I do too. But NPC can learn a lesson through me. Okay? I'm willing to learn from him. I don't need to sit here and listen to him continue complaining about a problem he finds in me when what he's ignoring is his empty words. Telling me what to do hasn't really helped me with shit, Gabriel.
Yeah, you have to mod guy. This is the thing, man. And yeah, I haven't helped you, but when someone gives you, I was trying to say until you put me down, like someone gives you constructive criticism, and actually it's coming from a place of love, and you get all prickly like a little kid, and you don't even listen. You think they're out to get you, and that's not the case, man. I don't know if you ever got toughened up or something. You said you were in the military and shit, but it don't seem like it sometimes. Give you some constructive criticism, and you automatically throw them out the door and shit.
Well, what I
Jack's
see
his
you
own man, though.
doing,
He has to be ready for, to receive the transmission. It's
well,
like
You're
I
right.
was trying to help him
I'm gonna
earlier
leave
to
them
like
alone from now
end
on.
wars because I
and
thought this
Dick,
was all about ending wars. Here I
it
am
is.
bringing the synopsis from AI, which is probably the most collective
Tell you what,
intelligence.
you don't actually learn how to pause, Dick. And that's been one of my frustrations with you. I was actually trying to resolve something with NPC here. Okay, because what I am personally witnessing and experiencing, please take no offense, but you're repeating exactly what Cage did earlier. Coming in here telling me the help he offered me and why I'm not following his way well enough, and that's why I'm the problem, and that's why this is happening. You're doing the exact same thing as Cage, dude. You're better than that. I'm
Thanks
better
for the
than that.
shaming, man. Appreciate that. Yeah.
What
Don't
are
y'all
you
both feel better
bringing
about this
me?
offline?
What are
Wouldn't you
you?
Huh?
do that
Yeah,
for weekdays?
thank you.
I
Thank
told you,
you.
bro. I told you how you can get people out there in marketing, and then and get your message out and stuff. But you didn't do any of the things I said. It's not just this;
Okay,
it's
I'm
other
gonna
things,
break
man.
through the bit because you broke the fourth wall with me, and I'm gonna give commentary. Imagine being so arrogant and egotistical. You're gonna give someone more numbers than you and more attention and opportunities, advice on how to do better in that field, while claiming it's from a
No,
loving
dude.
place. This
Yeah,
is why you can't mix
right,
business and pleasure. These are broadcasts.
right.
They're
Are
not
you
Zoom
talking about me?
calls for
Who are you
everybody to
talking
feel
about, man?
better and do therapy. Yeah, because you said I'm a weirdo and all the rest of
No,
it,
because at
and
the minute
it's
you're
not
acting like
adding
one,
up.
Paul. You're
The
acting like
bottom
when I'm trying to
line
talk.
is the bottom line is most of you guys on here are fake. You just want to live through Jack. When Jack doesn't do what you want him to do and do the broadcast the way you want him to do it, you get nasty and you get snippy. Because the bottom line is you can't go do your own broadcast and get the same audience and have the same engagement. Because if you could, you would. then you could give advice from a credible position. This is why I laugh when all these people tell me I'm weird, I'm arrogant, I'm egotistical. They have zero results, but they're going around telling other people what to do and be. Even people who have more results in the field that we're in than they do. How does that make any sense? If you don't like what goes on here, just don't fucking be here. It's that simple.
It is, Paul. And thank you. Thank you. You're absolutely right. Gabe, NPC the game, I put you in the back for reasons. Okay? Yes, your advice has been heartfelt. I received it for the value I gained from it. Okay? You still left me all alone to deal with this. I watched you talk shit about me on your own channel, Gabriel. So for you to come here bringing me shame publicly, not accepting that you and I can talk offline, and then you want to disrespect what Queen Stephanie has been bringing today, right?
That's right, Jack. Calling me a weird. What is that? Cretin.
Missing the point, okay? It's people getting up in their egos, up in their feelers, and I'm doing the best I can to please people. But Paul, what you notice people doing to me, it's what they're doing to you too. You know this, right? And
right, that's why at a certain point, this is the irony of it. If I could break down the wall again, because we went back and now it's in some schizo zone.
I know.
But
I did that.
I'm literally the only person out of the last 10 people who have come in here who could give some advice by doing everything wrong on purpose, because that was my journey to free myself from caring about how the broadcast is going to go. But it turns out I can do a good broadcast and hold attention and be entertaining and all the rest of it. I'm not giving him advice, because I'm just allowing him to be him, like I want people to allow me to be me and learn my own way, organically, authentically, through whatever process we're engaged in. And everyone's a fool for thinking that you're going to give anyone advice here in the moment and that it's going to translate and everyone's going to immediately change. That's not how life works. So if you're so evolved and you're so emotionally mature and you're so faithful, you'll drop the fucking seed, you'll walk away. If it sprouts, it sprouts. If it doesn't, let go and move on. Focus on doing your own fucking broadcast. Focus on getting more than 15 people there for something other than arguing and fighting and drama and gossip with Slave State and the other losers. Sorry. Sorry, Jack.
Thank you. We don't want to diminish the others. I don't.
It's not diminishing, Jack. This is the hard, straightforward truth that isn't welcomed in all these circles, and that's why there's never a fucking level up.
Well,
or a recognition of the level down.
There's another part to this that I need to point out. I'm guilty of myself, right? These other people, maybe not having the numbers, maybe not having the same as me, they're showing up to tell me to do better. Literally, that's exactly what I want to do with these other YouTube people, like Anton Daniel.
How would they know what better is if they're not doing it themselves? It doesn't make any sense. They don't have more viewers than you, and they don't have more money than you. So it doesn't make. What is their metric for better? That they like what they're doing more than what you like what you're doing? Okay. Then at some point, if you don't like it, you'll change it and do more of what you like to do.
I want the world to do more, right? To do more with what they've got.
You know what? He was right. They are right. You are a fool.
No, we can all do more. There's more available. There's more to get done. There's more creativity. There's more love. There's more joy. And this is the topic today, continuing the joy and persistence. I actually think today has been an amazing turnout today, despite some of the hurt, ruffled feelings. I'm actually thinking part of knowing what to do is knowing when to walk away. I feel that today has been on a high note. We've maintained high standards. I think we've had some fun. We did continue some of the conversations, and we demonstrated some great stuff. What are you guys thinking?
I think you give everyone a final option for a final word. You know my process, right? I usually try to give everyone a final word, final thought, final judgment. and then take it home.
I have several in the back. NPC, Dick, and Snafu.
I would start with if you're bringing it back in. I would start with NPC, and I would both of y'all. You should just like breathe. Y'all are both great people. I'll tell you, I'm a nobody, and I'll acknowledge that I have nothing to offer anyone here except for my skills that can maybe be utilized in ways that are just silly and goofy. But you guys have both taught me the importance of helping each other out, so I really appreciate y'all both for that. And I know that this can be resolved.
Thank you, Landry. And let me address you, Paul. Like when I said you were a weirdo, I was saying how you were acting because I was just trying to talk to Jack from the heart, seriously, and you were interrupting, trying to make light of it,
Why?
which is
Why?
because I was trying to talk to him about something.
Why?
I felt that I needed to talk to him. That's
Why?
why. I just said, man.
He wanted to, and that
Notice
is.
you
I don't
guys
have much
never
time.
ask yourselves these questions of why you
That's
do what
enough.
you
That's
do.
enough.
You don't even
Jack,
entertain it.
why? Because I wanted to do. Okay,
You
I'll answer
don't
your
even
question.
think to ask
Listen.
on the deepest level why you do anything that you do, or ask what you
Okay, I
ask,
was
or
going
say
to do
what
it
you
right
say.
now. It's not okay. It's because I actually care about him, and it's not necessarily just a broadcast. It's because I want him to get peace of mind. Because a lot of times I see him like hurting because people don't disrespect him, and I guess I was doing it
So
too
you're
right now with
buying
my
into
tone.
that trope.
Hold on,
You're
bro.
playing into that
Hold
game
on,
and
man.
that trope.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Doesn't Jack
Let
freely
him-
admit
Let me
that
just
he
talk to Jack.
opens the door and
Jack.
Please
this is
let
just
him-
so
let him
silly.
finish.
This is 3
Let
years
him-
of the same
Paul,
loops and dynamics and patterns, and we're really going to do this. Jack's
Please,
hurting and needs an ear or a friend online.
please pause, because that is something I would do as well. Okay. Now the thing is he wanted to because of care. We have connected. We've talked like men, and we've had healthy conversations. I think there's a mutual admiration and a mutual respect between us. I don't deny any of that. What I didn't, the way it came through today, right? The energy was kind of trying to diminish me, is what it felt like.
Yeah, it's poor timing. I apologize for that, man.
It's
kinda
this
ripped up.
life. We are, hey, we are all learning and growing together, and as long as we can maintain, as long as we can communicate, we can get through this. But we live in a society where communication is tough, and if you can't communicate, what is your option? You shut the door. I mean, that's what everyone's been telling me to do with Snafu and Tommy and these others, but to what end? To what
Jack, can I
gain?
ask you, because I'm curious if I missed something. Were you overly reeling at one point during this broadcast today? Were you overwhelmed and that in that much suffering and pain? No, I didn't detect that either. So I
was
don't get
having
where this
fun.
is coming. Right.
Well,
I thought we
sometimes
were
he
all
is,
having fun. We're working with what we got, which is an asylum as usual. Go figure. And here we are. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it, right?
It's what it is. It was a pent up thing, and it was on probably more on me than anything else, as a viewer, I guess too, as a mod. That's what it was, and like I said, it was poor timing. People make mistakes. Paul, I can take a L sometimes, And what you said about me, about my metric of my show, that's cool, man. Like what about you, bro? You talking about months ago about how you're gonna sell the pens that you get at the
Let's
Goodwill. That's fucking weird shit. So you're trying to judge
It's
me?
weird. It's weird to take a second job for passive income, to have something to do to keep my body moving. And
this is just petty.
To sell diapers and shit.
let's
That's
please.
kind of
yeah,
weird
that's the
shit.
thing.
Too.
This is the irony, Jack. If I can finish, no, just let me finish. If he's going to bring things up, please, in the interest of equity, because I'm the egotistical, narcissistic one. I'm not too good, even though I have 6. Yeah, I know. I said it because you all keep saying it, but it's ridiculously not accurate. It's more accurate about you because you're too good, broke
So why do
ass
you have
with
to
no
prove
numbers.
it?
Stop
I'm
talking
broke.
over me. You all act like you're civilized and
Karen.
sophisticated till it comes down to having to face the truth. Then you go right to the low level tactics and garbage. You're fake. This is why I don't respect many of you, because you're fake. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with me, the egotistical. There's
All right, Jack,
nothing
I
wrong with
appreciate you,
me.
Jack.
There's nothing wrong with me, the egotistical, narcissistic one, taking a second opportunity to try something out that I enjoy doing that could potentially bring in passive value. It was a win-win-win for me. I'm not too good like you. I'm not too good like you and so many other losers online to put in a hard or an honest day's work. That's why you all aren't successful, because you're the egotistical, arrogant, narcissistic ones who are too good to entertain actually and bring some real information, understanding, and experience. See?
There's levels, Paul.
Yeah, there's levels. I have over 6 figures. I didn't have to do that. I did it to be productive and to be a part of something and to add on to my experiences. That doesn't make me lesser of a man.
Right. And a lesson that I've been learning, right? We can both learn. We don't have to prove ourselves. Okay. The facts speak for what the facts are.
Absolutely, they do.
Right. Right. So eventually people will see differently. I do want to end on a high note. MPC, with respect, I put you in the back. I'm ready to wrap up. I appreciate everything. I really do. But let me start. Queen Stephanie, can I ask you for final words?
Yes, Jack. I enjoyed being here. There were some ups and downs, as is usual here. I think anyone's a fool if they come here at this point and don't understand they're going to receive what they get to receive, right? Or receive what they perceive. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. We'll be back tomorrow, I'm sure, or the next day, and resume asylum activities as is usual. And peace and blessings to you and everyone, and live without fear. Kisses, hugs.
Sincerely, thank you. Thank you for what you brought today, Queen Stephanie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the energies. Landry, you as well, sincerely. Thank you. Thank you for partnering up today to be here, helping me stay grounded and helping me navigate through improvements. So, thoughts from you, brother?
Yeah, I think you know, it didn't go as crazy as it could have. It didn't go as well as it could have. There's some interesting turnouts I didn't expect to see. I think there's truth in everything that. There's truth in everything. Obviously, whenever people are yelling at each other and it's like heated, I mean, there's bits of truth in everything that everyone's saying. But I'm inspired by a lot of people here, and I mean, speaking as somebody with, obviously, I used to back in the day have followers for a reason, but trying to revive my channel. I mean, I have no viewers, and this is something that I'm doing as a very much a nobody gets anywhere in life. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So this is the same thing that people do in their business life, you know what I mean? And so I know the NPC though, he has, a job just as well as many others do who do this. So I think that was a little bit of a I mean, they're both given low blows here, you know what I mean? And I know that they both respect each well, I don't know about Paul, but I know, I've talked to NPC, I know he respects the hell out of Paul. And there's a lot of respect that wasn't shown here, but it's all good. I'm riding the wave. Yeah, I know we've talked a lot about stuff and things that we're planning on doing. I think that there's a lot of cool ideas that can be implemented into this to bring more control. Because what NPC has said was true. I mean, we maybe not tonight, but there are times where it breaks you down, and we see that on your face, and it makes us sad as viewers. So I won't deny that, and I know he's coming from truth there. Last thing I'll say is they used to have this thing where they did it on Jaren's show where it was one question and one question only, and what that meant was if you asked a second question, even accidentally, like, "Hey, how are you doing?" You're off. You're kicked off. So that was a very funny way to do it. But there's a ton of ideas. Today we practiced some. I don't know. It's good to be good. A reminder, yeah, hit
Hey,
the like button. All that stuff, dude. It's great. I mean, this is what we're doing because for some reason, we're all doing it, right? We're all here because we find something in it. And I don't know. I think we all mean well, but I think some don't mean well. So I know it's a whole lot of word salad, but in a
no,
simple term, I think that there's good things coming as long as you know, as long as we keep trying. And
I'm
thank
going
you
to
for
do
your
some,
time. Thank you.
thank you. I'm going to do some final words, toss you to the back sincerely. Thank you to all who were a part of this. There's a few guests in the back. I'm not going to bring you back up. I do appreciate your time and attention, your participation today, sincerely. Um, No, Snafu, you specifically, brother. We got to talk offline before we play this game online again. The feedback from NPC was honest, and as Landry pointed out, he was speaking on behalf of many of the viewers, many of you who do care about me. Like he was a voice saying, "Hey, dude, we care about you. Why are you doing this to yourself?" And I get that. I get that. I'm doing the best I can, living as me, and the purpose of my live stream today and each day, it is to present a joyful version of me. I hope to share the joyful version, the inspiring, the encouraging version of me. I mean, today, man, coming from Baltimore, that's where I am. Happy Monday to us all. Start your week with a smile. Let the adventures unfold. Become genuine with your appreciation and your joy today, right? Doing that, becoming genuine with your appreciation, being genuine with your joy, it results in your authentic love for life. And I have such a love for life. This love for life is something I never thought was possible, but I do my best to share it. And I'm going to wrap it up here. To all who joined, whether now or later, sincerely, thank you. We're going to wrap it up. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. Peace. And thank you.